Alright guys, welcome to our first class. We're gonna have 12 classes. Every class is for every tense in the English language. We're gonna talk about examples when you can use this tense. Second thing, we're gonna talk about how you form this tense, what is grammatically correct. And third, you're gonna get a lot of exercises from us so you can practice, because the only way for you to remember the tense is to practice, practice, and practice. So please, take your exercise books, get ready to write things down. It's going to be a really intense class. And today we're going to talk about the simplest tense there is, present simple.
Well, it's funny that you say that. Simple present is actually one of the most difficult tenses in the English language. People think it's simple because of the name, but it's actually very difficult. It's not difficult because it's just like crazy insane to understand. No. It's easy to understand. It just has a lot more different ways to use the tense as opposed to all the other ones. So that's why people say it's the most difficult one. Mm-hmm. But let's go over them one by one and help you understand. So the first and probably the most popular way to use simple present is to talk about habits and routine, something that happens on a regular basis. Like I brush my teeth every morning. Every morning. You see how just by saying every morning, you make it into a habit. Like if you were to see a chart right now, it would have a lot of different stars as opposed to just one, right? It was on Monday and on Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday and on Friday, and it's gonna happen again, and again, right? Unless I forget or, whatever happens, right? So that's the most popular one. More examples.
I'm a blogger. I shoot videos every week.
That
this is
also
my habit.
Right.
Or also, if you have any allergies and you don't eat something, this is also regular. You never eat honey, for example, because you are allergic. I don't eat avocados. I'm allergic to avocados.
Yeah, so it's not only actions, but it's also lack of actions as well, if that makes sense. I never eat honey, right? I don't. It's still simple present because I didn't eat honey yesterday. I don't do it at all. I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do it tomorrow, right? Again, it's a regular lack of action, but it's still regular. That's the main thing that you want to take away from it. So the words that help you indicate your simple present would be always,
every day, usually,
regularly, never, regularly, often, seldom, and all of those adverbs of frequency.
When you talk about facts or simple truths, you also use present simple. The world is round.
Right? General, the earth. You mean the earth. Yeah.
The world. The earth is round.
Right? Just general facts. Like stuff that literally everybody knows or everybody should know. Let's say 2 plus 2 equals 5.
4.
Right? Right? So, again, very simple things that everybody knows, right? Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, right? Again, simple, obvious fact that everybody knows.
Also, when you give instructions or directions, you can use present simple. Go straight for 5 minutes, then turn right, and then you'll see your building.
Right.
But when you're giving the directions, turn right, go straight, this is present simple. Though it's present simple, we also use it to talk about fixed or scheduled things that are going to happen in the future. My airplane leaves at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm talking about an action that happens tomorrow, but because it's a fixed action, it's 99.9% probability that it's going to happen, I use present simple.
This is one of the trickiest things about simple present because it can be used for future actions. And the rule here is, if it's written down, it's real, right? So if it's in the schedule, on any kind of timetable, if it's, on Google, the store hours, that sort of thing, you're going to use simple present for that. The store opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow, right? So another way to approach this is you use it for future events that you don't really have a lot of power over. So let's say the store opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You have no power over that. It opens at 9. That you can't do anything about it, right? My plane leaves at 8 p.m. you can't do anything about. You can't change it. The plane leaves, right, on its own. Not on its own, but with the pilot, right? It's his action, not yours. So if you're not the main, I guess, character of the action, that's also one way to find out. And the last one, and also very popular, we use simple present to talk about future events in sentences with other future constructions. So if we want to see someone tomorrow, but they also have to leave tomorrow, right? And we can either see them before or after they leave, right? So we can say, I will see her before she leaves. So that second action in that sentence, even though it's also in the future, we still use simple present for it. It's just that second, it's that timestamp again. It's that concept of that timestamp, basically.
Yeah.
So before she leaves.
Or I will do my grocery shopping after the store opens.
Common sense, yeah.
Yeah. We talked about ways we can use present simple. Now let's talk about the grammatical side of it. We can either talk about our qualities, which are also present simple. I am 28 years old, and this is where we use the verb to be. And the way we use it, when it's I, it's am. When it's he, she, it, it's is. When it's we, it's are. What else is there? They are. With all of the plural, we use are. And this is all present simple.
You are also.
You are, yes. You are a student. He is a teacher. I am a blogger. So this is present simple, describing our state, our qualities. Another way to form present simple is just to use the verb in the first form. I go to school. He teaches English, and you see what happens when we talk about he, she, it. We add s at the end of the verb. He goes, he travels, she travels, it eats, etc.
And when the subject of your sentence is plural, you just don't change the verb at all. It just stays the same. We go to school. We brush our teeth. So the verb does not change at all. And if you want to use this tense in negative, right? If you don't do something. So that's your answer right there. If you have a verb, an active action verb, you're going to use don't or doesn't. I don't drink coffee because my main verb is drink. It's an action verb. You can actually do it with your body. If it's a state verb, right? Or maybe an adjective. For example, I am happy, right? That's not a verb, that's an adjective, happy. Am is the main verb. If that's the main verb, you're just gonna add your negative to it. I am not happy, right? She isn't happy.
Perfect. That was it for present simple. Now, what you have to do is do your homework. And we prepared 50 tasks for you to practice present simple. So please go ahead and do them. And if you make any mistakes, just highlight it for yourself so that you can pay more attention and not do these mistakes in the future.